Once again, I welcome in the course of engineering mathematics. So in the last class, I have discussed about the L-Hospital rule and I have solved problem based on the L-Hospital rule. Then I have discussed the mean value theorem. In mean value theorem, I have discussed the Rawls mean value theorem and then Lagrange's mean value theorem and Cauchy's mean value theorem. And then we have solved problem based on this theorem. And after that, I have discussed the Taylor series and Maclaurin series and also solved the problem based on this Taylor series and Maclaurin series. So today I will discuss the concept of maxima, minima, and then I will discuss the problems based on the maxima, minima. So let us discuss about the maxima, minima. So maxima, minima, to obtain the maxima or minima, that is the plural of maximum and minimum value of fx, we have the following procedure. So these are the various procedure. Firstly, we have to compute the derivative of function x and then solve the equation f dash x is equal to 0 to obtain the stationary point and say it is ABC. If we solve f dash x is equal to 0, so we will get the three value a, b, c. So find f double x, double derivative of function fx, and compute the double derivative of x at compute this f double x at x is equal to a, b, and c. If f double dash x at x is equal to a is less than 0, then function attains maximum value at x is equal to a. If f double dash x at x is equal to b greater than 0, then function will attain a minimum value at x is equal to b. And if f double dash x at x is equal to c is equal to 0, then function will have a saddle point, or we can say that neither maxima nor minima, and it is also called the point of inflection. So if a function fx is given, so the simple procedure to compute the maximum or minimum value, firstly we have to compute the first derivative and equate it to 0. So compute the different stationary point, and then we have to check the double derivative of fx at that point. If f double dash x at x is equal to a is greater than 0, then we have seen that it is a minima. If f double dash x is less than 0 at a given point, then it function attains maxima at that point. And if f double dash x is equal to 0 at that point, then function attains neither maxima nor minima at that point. So generally we discuss two types of maxima or minima, that is called local or global maxima or minima. So if a function attains maximum or minimum value for a given range, then such type of maxima minima is called local maxima or minima. Or if a function attains maximum or minimum value for the entire range, entire domain of a function, then it is called global maxima or minima. Here we can see that for a given range we have the maximum value, so it is called local maxima. So this local maxima is for a given range of a function. Maximum value achieved for a given range of a function is called local maximum. Here function attains maximum value for entire domain of a function, then it is called global. Similarly, the minimum value, function attains minimum value for the entire domain of a function, then it is called global minima. And the function attains minimum value for a given range of a function, then it is called local minima. So I hope you have understood the value of the term local maxima or global maxima. So the various this is the maxima or minima does not mean the greatest value or least value of a function. So this maxima or minima does not mean the greatest value or least value of the function. It only denotes the point where the graph of the function may have a crest or trough. So what is crest? Here we can see that this is the we can see that Here this point is called crest and this point is called trough. A maximum value can be less than a minimum value. So it might be possible that maximum value can be less than a minimum value. Here we can see that maximum value is coming, that is at x is equal to x1, the function attains a maximum value, that is fx1, and at x is equal to x2, function attains minimum value, that is called fx2. And here we can see that the value of fx1 is less than fx2. So we can say that the maximum value of a function can be less than the minimum value of a function. So a maximum value can be less than a minimum value. Third point, that is every stationary point need not be an extreme point, but every extreme point must be a stationary point. And similarly, maxima or minima in an interval a to b should be taken as the greatest value of the function in that interval or least value in that interval. So let us take the problem based on this concept. So the first problem I have taken, the function fx is equal to x cube minus 9x squared plus 24x minus 12 has maxima at x is equal to dash. So fx is given, fx is equal to x cube minus 9x square plus 24x minus 12. So I told you the procedure that whether the function attains a maxima or minima. So firstly we have to compute the first derivative, that is f dash x. So f dash x is 3x square minus 18x plus 24, and equate this value as a 0 to compute the stationary point. So f dash x is equal to 0, so it will be 3x square minus 18x plus 24 is equal to 0. So if I take 3 common, so it will be x square minus 6x plus 8 is equal to 0. So if I solve this quadratic equation, so it will be x square minus 2x minus 4x plus 8 is equal to 0. So it will be x into x minus 2 minus 4. So x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2, 4. So two stationary points is there, 2 and 4. So we have to check what is the double derivative, that is f double dash x, that is equal to 6x minus 18. So we have to check whether this f double dash x at x is equal to 2 and 4 is greater than 0 or less than 0. So we have to compute the check the value of f double dash x at stationary point 2 and 4. So we can check f double dash x at x is equal to 2. So it will be 6x minus 18. So 6 into 2 minus 18. So it will be minus 6. So less than 0. So function attains maxima at x is equal to 2. Similarly, f double dash x at x is equal to 4. So it will be 6 into 4 minus 18. So it will be 6 greater than 0. So function attains minima at x is equal to 4. So in the question we the function has a maxima. So maximum value attains at x is equal to 2. So the function attains maximum value at x is equal to 2. So here 2 is the correct answer. And the stationary point is 2 and 4. Let us take the another problem. The number of distinct extreme values of 3x4 minus 16x cube plus 24x square plus 37 is. So different extreme points we have to find. So f dash x is equal to 3x4 minus 16x cube plus 24x square plus 37. So f dash x, if I compute, so it will be 12x cube minus 48x square plus 48x. Similarly, f double dash x will be 36x square minus 96x plus 48. So we have to find the different stationary point. So for obtaining the different stationary point, we have to equate f dash x is equal to 0. So f dash x is equal to 0, it means 12x cube minus 48x square plus 48x is equal to 0. So if I take 12x common, so it will be x square minus 48x, I'm sorry, it is 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. So we have different points, either x is equal to 0 or we can write x is equal to 0, or we can write x square minus 4x plus 4. So x minus 2 whole square is 0. So x is equal to 2. So we have to check the number of distinct extreme points. So if f double dash x, here f double dash x is how much? F double dash x is 36x square, 36x square minus 96x plus 48. So f double dash x at x is equal to 0, so it will be 48. So greater than 0 means function attains minima at x is equal to 0. Similarly, f double dash x at x is equal to 2 is 36 into 4 minus 96 into 2 plus 48. So it will be 4 6 144 minus 192 plus 48. So it will be 0, means function attains, this is the saddle point or inflection point. So function attains neither maxima nor minima. So number of extreme points is only one, that is minima at x is equal to 0. So only one extreme points is there for this function. So B option is correct. Let us take the another problem. A function is given fx is equal to x square e to the power minus x. So the maximum occurs when x is equal to, at what value of x the function attains the maxima value. So same procedure is there. Firstly, compute the first derivative, that is x square into e to the power minus x. So is it 2x into e to the power minus x plus x square into e to the power minus x into minus 1. So f dash x is 2x into e to the power minus x minus x square e to the power minus x. Equate it as 0. So it will be e to the power minus x, if I take common, so 2x minus x square is equal to 0. So it will be x into 2 minus x is equal to 0, because this is not 0. So x is equal to 0 and 2. These are the two extreme points or stationary points. So the function attains maximum value. So we have to find the derivative of a second derivative of fx. So f dash double dash x is we can take this value is, so e to the power minus x into 2x minus x square. So it will be minus e to the power minus x into 2x minus x square plus e to the power minus x into 2 minus 2x. So if I compute the value of f double dash x for two different stationary points, that is 0 or 2, so we will get whether the function attains maxima minima or it might be saddle point. So the firstly I am going to compute the f double dash x value at x is equal to 0. So it will be e to the power minus 0. So it will be 1 into 2 into e. So this value is 0 plus this value is 2 minus 2 into e to the power minus 2. So it will be 2 by e square. So some positive value greater than 0 means function attains minima at x is equal to 0. Similarly, f double dash x at x is equal to 2, that is minus e to the power minus 2 into this value is 4 minus 4 plus e to the power minus 2 into 2 minus 4. So this value is once again 0. So it is minus 2 by e square. So this value is less than 0. So function attains maxima at x is equal to 2. So the function attains maximum value when x is equal to 2. Let us take the another problem. This question is asked in Civil Engineering GATE 1994. So the function y is equal to x square plus 250 by x attains maxima, minima, neither maxima, minima, or it is 1. So once again we have to compute y dash or dy by dx. So dy by dx is equal to 2x minus 250 by x square. So put for the stationary point we have to compute d2y by dx square or f double dash x d2y by dx square, that is 2 minus 250 into minus 2 by x cube. So it will be 2 plus 500 by x cube. So the function we have to firstly we have to find the stationary point. So put the dy by dx is equal to 0. So for stationary points it will be 2x minus 250 by x square is equal to 0. If I solve it, so it is 2x cube is equal to 250. So x cube is equal to 125. So the value of x is equal to 5. Check the value of d2y by dx square or f double dash x at x is equal to 5. So d2y by dx square at x is equal to 5, that is how much? 2 plus 500 by x cube. 2 plus 500 by x cube means 5 cube. So it has some positive value, means function attains minima at x is equal to 5. So this value is greater than 0. So function attains minima at x is equal to 5. So B option is correct. This question is asked in Civil Engineering 2000. The maxima and minima of the function fx is equal to 2x cube minus 15x square plus 36x plus 10 occurs respectively. Options are x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 2, x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3, x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3, and x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 4. So we have to check at what value of x the function attains maxima and what value of x function attains minima. Thus again the same procedure is there. So fx is equal to 2x cube minus 15x square, 2x cube minus 15x square plus 36x plus 10 plus 36x plus 10. So if I compute f dash x, so f dash x is equal to 6x square minus 30x plus 36, and f double dash x is equal to 12x minus 30. So for stationary point we have to uh, take the f dash x as 0. So f dash x is equal to 0. 6x square minus 30x plus 36 is equal to 0. So it will be x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So we can write x square minus 3x minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. So it will be x into x minus 3 minus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. So the value of x is equal to 2 and 3. So these are the two stationary points. So we have to check at what value of x the function attains maxima and at what value of x function attains minima. So check the value of f double dash x at x is equal to 2. So it will be f double dash x is 12 into 2 minus 30. So it is minus 6 less than 0. So function attains maxima at x is equal to 2. Similarly, f double dash x at x is equal to 3. If I compute, so the double derivative of is 12x minus 30. So 12 into 3 minus 30. So it will be plus 6 greater than 0. So function attains minima at x is equal to 3. So function attains maxima at x is equal to 2 and function attains minima at x is equal to 3. So if I see the option, so maxima at x is equal to 2 and minima at x is equal to 3. So maxima at x is equal to 2 and minima at x is equal to 3. So C option is correct. Now the maxima or minima for the function fxy is there, then how to compute the maxima and minima. So to obtain the maxima or minima of fxy, we have the following procedure. Firstly, we have to find the del f by del x and del f by del y and solve the equation to get the stationary point. So we will get the stationary point by putting the value of del f by del x is equal to 0 and del f by del y is equal to 0. Let us say that this stationary point is x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3. And after that we have to find the double derivative of f, that is del 2f by del x square, del 2f by del y square and del 2f by del x del y. And let us name it r is equal to del 2f by del x square and t is equal to del 2f by del y square and s is equal to del 2f by del x into del y. Now we have to check the value of rt minus s square. If the value of rt minus s square is greater than 0, then there is a possibility of maxima or minima of a function fxy. If the value of rt minus s square is less than 0, then function neither attains maxima or nor minima. So this point I have written, find the value of r, that is del 2f by del x square, s is equal to del 2f by del x into del y and t is equal to del 2f by del y square. Just I have named it rst. Now we have to find the rt minus s square greater than 0 and the value of r is less than 0 at a given stationary point x1 y1, then fxy has a maxima at that point. Similarly, if the value of rt minus s square is greater than 0 and r is also greater than 0 at another stationary point x2 y2, then fxy attains a minima at that point. Similarly, if the rt minus s square value is less than 0 at another stationary point x3 y3, then fxy has neither maxima nor minima, or we can just call that point is called saddle point or point of inflection. So let us take the problem based on maxima minima of fxy. Once again I am telling the procedure. Firstly, we have to find the del f by del xy, del f by del x and del f by del y, and put the value of del f by del x and del f by del y as a 0 to get the stationary point. Say it is x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3. Now we have to find the value of RST. What is R? So R is del 2f by del x square, T is del 2f by del y square, and S is del 2f by del x into del y. Then we have to check if the value of RT minus S square is greater than 0, then there is a possibility of maxima or minima. If the value of RT minus S square is less than 0, then function neither attains maxima nor minima at that point. Once the RT minus S square is greater than 0, then we have to check the value of R. If the value of R is less than 0, then function attains a maxima value at that point. If the value of R is less than if the value of R is greater than 0, then function attains a minima at that point. And the third point is clear, that is RT minus A square is less than 0, then function attains neither maxima nor minima. So let us take the problem based on the maxima minima of fxy. So the first problem that is asked in GATE 2010 in civil engineering, that is a function is given in fxy is equal to 4x square plus 6y square minus 8x minus 4y plus 8. The optimal value of fxy is a minimum value that is equal to 10 by 3. Option B is a maximum equal to 10 by 3, is a minimum equal to 8 by 3, or is a maximum equal to 8 by 3. So follow the same procedure whatever I have discussed. Fxy is given, fxy is 4x square plus 6y square minus 8x minus 4y plus 8. So firstly we have to find del f by del x. So del f by del x is 8x minus 8. Similarly del f by del y is 12y minus 4. For a stationary point we have to put the del f by del x and del f by del y as a 0. So put the value of del f by del x is equal to 0. So del f by del x is equal to 0, that is 8x minus 8 is equal to 0. 8x minus 8 is equal to 0. It implies x is equal to 1. Similarly del f by del y is equal to 0. So it will be the value of del f by del y is 12y minus 4. So 12y minus 4 is equal to 0. So y is equal to 1 by 3. So we have the stationary point. What is the stationary point? So stationary point is that is 1 by 3. Now we have to check RT minus S square. So what is R? So R is del 2f by del x square. So if I compute the del 2f by del x square, so it will be the value is 8 greater than 0. Similarly T is del 2f by del y square. So it will be del 2f by del y square is 12. So del 2f by del y square is 12. And similarly S is del 2f by del f del x into del y. So it will be del f by, so it is 0. So it is 0, means RT minus S square, if I check RT minus S square, so it will be R into T. So 96 minus 0. So it is greater than 0. So there is a possibility of maxima or minima because RT minus S square is greater than 0. So here the condition lies RT minus S square is greater than 0 or R is also greater than 0. Means function attains minima. Function attains minima at x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1 by 3. So function attains minimum value at x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1 by 3. Because the condition is RT minus S square is greater than 0 and R is greater than 0. That's why I am telling the function attains minimum value. If RT minus S square is greater than 0 and value of R is less than 0, then function attains maxima value at stationary point x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1 by 3. So what is the minimum value? So the function is given fxy is equal to, so fxy is 4x square plus 6y square, 4x square plus 6y square minus 8x minus 4y, minus 8x minus 4y plus 8 plus 8. So minimum value at x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 by 3, that is 4 into 1 plus 6 into 1 by 9 minus 8 into 1 minus 4 into 1 by 3 plus 8. So it will be 10 by 3. So function attains a minimum value that is equal to 10 by 3. So if I see the option, so A option is correct. Another question is asked in GATE 2020, that is the number of points at which the function fxy has local minima is. How many points where the function attains local minima? So we have to check once again. Fxy is x square by 2 plus y4 by 4 minus y square by 2. So once again we have to find the del f by del x. So del f by del x is 2x by 2, that is equal to x, and del f by del y. So del f by del y is 4yq by 4. So yq minus 2y by 2. So y. So for stationary point, we have to equate del f by del x is equal to 0 and del f by del y as a 0. So del f by del x. So del f by del x is equal to 0 means x is equal to 0. Similarly, if I put the del f by del y is equal to 0, so it will be y into y square minus 1 is equal to 0, means the value of y is 0 and plus minus 1. So when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. So there are three stationary points. Three stationary point is there. Three stationary points, that is when x is 0, y is 0. When x is 0, y is 1. And when x is 0, y is equal to minus 1. So now we have to check out of three stationary point at which point the function attains the local minima. So for that we have to find the value of r. So r is equal to del 2f by del x square. So del 2f by del x square if I compute, so it will be unity. Similarly, t is equal to del 2f by del y square. So del 2f by del y square is 3y square minus 1. 3y square minus 1. And similarly, s is equal to del 2f by del x into del y. That is, s is equal to del f into del x, del 2f by del x into del y, that is equal to 0. So the value of s is equal to 0. So if I compute the value of rt minus s square, so rt minus s square means r into t. So it will be 3y square minus 1 minus 0. So the value is 3y square minus 1. So the stationary point when y is 0, for 0 0, the value of rt minus s square, that is rt minus s square, that is 3y square minus 1. So it will be minus 1. So value is less than 0. So rt minus s square is less than 0 means function attains neither maxima nor minima. So the first stationary point we have checked, that is for at x is 0 and y is 0. So the value of rt minus s square is coming negative value. It means function attains neither maxima nor minima. Now for the second stationary point, that is 0 1, we have to check the condition of rt minus s square, because r is already greater than 0. So there is a if the value of rt minus s square is greater than 0 and r is also greater than 0, so function attains minimum value. So that's for second stationary point, that is 0 1, we have to find the value of rt minus s square. So rt minus s square is 3y square minus 1. So it will be 3 into 1 minus 1. So the value is rt minus s square is 2 greater than 0. Means rt minus s square is greater than 0 means there is a possibility of function attains either maxima or minima. Now it depends on the value of r. So the value of r is already greater than 1. So here we can write rt minus s square is greater than 0 and r is also greater than 0 at x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. Means function attains minima at 0 1. Now third stationary point, that is at third stationary point is 0 minus 1. So at 0 minus 1, firstly we have to check the value of rt minus s square, and it is rt minus s square, that is 3y square minus 1. So 3y square minus 1 means 3 into minus 1 whole square minus 1. So it is 2. Once again it is greater than 0. So we can write rt minus s square is greater than 0 and r is also greater than 0 at 0 minus 1. Means we can write function attains minima at 0 minus 1. So the question is the number of points at which the function has local minima, that is 2 points. 2 points is the, so it is 2 points. So answer is 2. Let us take the another problem. This question is asked in GATE 2019. The number of critical points of the function fxy, that is x cube plus 3xy square minus 15x minus 12y, at which there is a neither maxima nor minima. We have to check the number of points where function attains neither maxima or nor minima. Or we can see that the value of rt minus s square at that point is less than 0. So fxy is given, that is x cube plus 3xy square minus 15x minus 12y. So we have to find del f by del x. So del f by del x is 3x square plus 3y square minus 15. Similarly, del f by del y is equal to 6xy minus 12. Put the value of del f by del x and del f by del y is equal to 0. So if I put the value of del f by del x is equal to 0, so it will get x square plus y square is equal to 5. Let us say this is 1. For del f by del y is equal to 0, so we will get xy is equal to 2, or we can write y is equal to 2 by x. Put the value of y is equal to 2 by x in equation 1. So from 1 when y is equal to 2 by x, so x square plus y square, so 4 by x square, so 4 by x square is equal to 5. So it is 5. So x square plus 4 by x square is equal to 5. Now we can assume let x square is equal to t. So we can write t plus 4 by t is equal to 5. So it is t square minus 5t plus 4 is equal to 0. So t square minus 5t So we can write t square minus 4t minus t plus 4 is equal to 0. So t minus 4 minus 1, so t minus 4 is equal to 0. So the value of t is 1 and 4. So if I put when t is equal to 1, so x is equal to plus minus 1. So the value of y can be written as 2 by 1, so 2 and minus 2. So the stationary point is when x is 1, so y is 2. X in 1, so y is 2. When x is 1, so y is minus 2. So 2 stationary point we will get here. And when t is equal to 4, so x is equal to plus minus 2. So when x is 2, so y is equal to 1. When x is equal to 2, so y is equal to 1. When x is equal to minus 2, so y is equal to minus 1. So if I get the point, so another two stationary point is here, 2 1 and minus 2 minus 1. So four stationary points are there, 1 2, 1 minus 2, 2 1 and minus 2 minus 1. Here when x is equal to 1, so y is equal to 2. When x is equal to minus 1, here when x is equal to minus 1, so y is equal to minus 2. So if I compute the value of RTS, so the value of R is del 2f by del x square. So what is the value of del 2f by del x square? So del 2f by del x square is 6x. 6x. Similarly, t is del 2f by del y square. So del 2f by del y square is 6x. That is del 2f by del y square. That is 6x. So 6x. Similarly, x is equal to del 2f by del x into del y. So it will be del 2f by del x into del y, that is 6y. 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 If I compute the value of rt minus s square, so rt minus s square, that is rt, 36x square minus 36y square. So if I take common 36, so it is x square minus y square. I'm not going to compute the value of r because we have to check just at what value of x and y our the value of rt minus x square is less than 0, because we have to find the number of critical points where function attains neither maxima nor minima, because the point at which our rt minus s square is less than 0, that is the point where the function neither attains maxima or minima. So just we have to check the value of rt minus s square value is less than 0. So the first stationary point that is at x1 y2. So at y2 rt minus s square, that is 36 into x is 1 y is 2 means minus 4. So it is minus 108. So less than 0 means the function attains neither maxima nor minima. Similarly, when second is minus 1 minus 2, so rt minus s square, that is 36, 1 minus 4 once again, so it is minus 108 means less than 0. So function neither maxima nor minima. Similarly, at third stationary point, that is 2 1, so at 2 1 rt minus s square, that is 36 4 minus 1, that is 108, greater than 0. So there is a possibility of maxima or minima. Possibility of maxima or minima. Similarly, at minus 2 minus 1, we can write RT minus S square, that is 108 greater than 0. Once again, possibility of maxima or minima. So we have the 2 points where function attains neither maxima nor minima, and that 2 stationary point is 1, 2 and minus 1, minus 2. So here the answer is once again the number of critical points of the function where function is neither maxima nor minima, that is 2. So 2 is the correct option.